we have here 2 cars leave towns 380 kilometers apart at the same time and travel toward each other. So let's say we have a car here traveling that way to the left. Oops, sorry about that. And then a car traveling one to the right and one is to the left. There we go. Okay, so they're not necessarily going to crash, but you get the idea. So it says they're 380 kilometers apart. So when we add the distances that both of them travel, it's going to be 380 kilometers. So I'm going to just call one car the distance 1, the other car the distance 2. So we know that distance 1 plus distance 2 has to add up to be 380. Okay, so on the first row, I'm going to put scenario 1. The second row, I'm going to put scenario 2. Okay, so let's continue on. One car's rate is 20 kilometers per hour less than the others. Okay, so let's say if car 1, the rate is R, then car 2 is going to be R minus 20. If they meet in 2 hours, that tells us the time that they both travel is 2 hours. So therefore, remember, distance can be found by multiplying the rate times the time, or the speed times the time. So R times 2 gives us 2R. And then R minus 20, that quantity times 2. So we have to put the R minus 20 in parentheses, multiply by 2, which means we distribute the 2. And that gives us 2R minus 40. Okay, so there's the expressions for our distance. So now we can write an equation. We have 2R for distance 1 plus, and then 2R minus 40 for distance 2, and that equals 380. Okay, let's solve that equation. Combine your like terms, 2R and 2R, which gives us 4R minus 40 equals 380. All right, let's add 40 to each side. So we have 4R equals 380 plus 40 gives us 420. And then divide 4 by on each side. So we have R is equal to 105. And this is in kilometers, so kph. All right, so looking at your table, be careful on this because the question said, what is the rate of the slower car? So if I substitute into my table, R for scenario 1 is 105, but R minus 20, 105 minus 20 gives me 85. So the answer to the question is going to be 85 kilometers per hour. This is the rate for the slower car.